Oh, I like that. Ran commit or something. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Mama scored a touchdown. Where's my go? Go, girl. Mama scored a touchdown. Where's my go girl? Hey, oh, it's that smack 'em in the face Wayne 6578. And today we have a scheme that is great tips to improve your offense in Madden 21. If you're looking for a best run offense in Madden 21, we have exactly what you need right here in this scheme. This scheme will beat every defense in Madden 21. It also has one play touchdown potential in every passing play that I will break down in the scheme. Before we get into the breakdown, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Click that notification bell so you can get great Madden 21 tips and free schemes from this channel. Now, there are two playbooks you're going to be looking at in this scheme. Actually, three. For the runs, you're going to look at the Cardinals or the Raiders playbook. And that formation is the spread Y flex formation. I have a breakdown of the best run scheme out of this formation on my channel. I'll link that in the description below. But the runs are in the gun spread Y flex formation in the Cardinals and the Raiders playbook. The first run is the RPO zone peak. The second one is the inside zone. And the last one is the jet touch pass is actually a pass, but I use it as a run. And then the halfback draw. Okay, now for the passes, we will be in the spread playbook, and that formation is just the spread flex. Okay, the passes are the jet touch pass. I like using the jet touch pass out of the Cardinals and the Raiders because I'll show you that they block better. But we'll be looking at smash corners, Y corner, and Y cross in this playbook, and lastly the halfback slip screen. So again, the halfback slip screen, smash corners, the jet touch pass you can run out of this one. I like it in the other one, the Y cross and the Y corner. Let's get into the breakdown, guys. First of all, for roster setup, you definitely want your fastest receiver in this position. Okay, you want your fastest receiver in this position. You can put a running back in this position if you wanted to put your fastest running back, but your fastest receiver you want in that position. In this position, you want your best route runner. In the outside left, you want your best route runner. In the tight end spot, of course, have your best tight end. And then over here, you want your second fastest receiver in this position right here. Now, the first run is the jet touch pass, man. I really like the way this play blocks as long as you get a fast running back that can get out there and help out. And you want your fastest receiver here, okay? It's going to be a really great play, and we're going to motion every play when we break it down from this point. So this right here is going to really help get and fool your opponent. They'll think you'll be running this, but you'll actually be running another play, and it's just going to really help. So you definitely want your fastest receiver here. Get these blocks, reach your blocks, and just pick up yards. It's a really great play. It was a really great play last year. It's been a really great play in every Madden for the past 3 years. So as long as you have a fast guy there, you can pick up a lot of yards with this one. I won't get into the breakdown that much. I have a breakdown of all the run plays in a separate video, but I'm going to go over these run plays again for you guys just to show you how they're going to add into this scheme. Now, the first play setup is smash corners. For the left side, we're just going to drag square, and then our reads are going to be square, R1, and triangle, guys. Now, like I told you, all of these plays have potential to be one play touchdowns, okay? You just have to be careful with that jet touch pass and run the ball enough to where they don't know you're calling these plays. But like I said If you run these right and you get it to the open, look at that. Watch out. It'll be a one-play touchdown. And then you also have that triangle receiver also. So just be careful. And if you call these plays right against the right defense, it's another one-play touchdown. Next is the smash corners for the right side. You're just going to drag that square and streak that circle receiver. Wheel route R1. Your reads are R1, X, square, and then R1. Now, R1 can be open late down the field, but he also is open early if they're not playing hard flats or any type of cover 2 defense. And then you also have that X tight end towards the sideline. Be careful with the way they can adjust zones now. You have to be careful of that, but you do have that drag route coming across, and if you run it right, hit them with a nice little you can take that to the house. Now the next run is the inside zone, a really great run. You can utilize this run on the goal line and just score a lot of touchdowns. Now, from that jet touch pass, we will continue to motion this guy, and then we'll just read our blocks and try to get some yards. And you want to run in between that guard and that tackle. I didn't run it right that way that time, but you run one right in between this guard and this tackle right here. Hopefully that guy will slide off and get that block. Now, if your guard is not sliding off and getting the block right here, he'll get him anyway. If he's not sliding off getting the block, you can actually ID that guy just in case. Right here, he's definitely going to pick him up now. He'll slide off and get him. And then you just reach your blocks and pick up a lot of yards. I didn't motion that guy this time, but remember, every time we call a play, we're going to motion. You don't have to, but I like to do it because they think you're actually running that jet touch pass, and you're not. Right here, so blitz looks like, or he's faking it. Just want to release that. He'll pick him up right there, and he almost broke it right there. But you see, if that guy picks him up, I'll show you. We don't have to ID him this time, and you cannot flip this play. That's the only bad thing about it, but the blocking is decent enough to where you'll pick up a lot of yards. Okay. Now, we'll run it one more time, and then we'll get into the breakdown of the next one. Let's ID this guy this time. Okay, so we definitely know the guy will slide off and pick him up, and then you can pick up yards. Again, for the inside zone, you want to aim for that guard and that tackle. Let's get into the breakdown of the next run play. Next play is the wide corner. Left side setup is swing, left R1. Your reads are R1, circle, and triangle. Okay, now, we're always going to motion as we're doing right here. R1 is going to be open most of the time unless they're playing some type of man defense or cover 2. And then you also do have that circle receiver coming across. That is user territory, so just be careful. And lastly, you do have that little zig route you motioned across. If everything else is covered, you have this down below. Pick up your yards, move on to the next play. Next play on the right side for wide corner. You're just going to streak R1, and your reads are going to be R1, X, square, and R1. Again, this is another opportunity that sometimes, if everything is covered, that R1 will be open late down the field. Okay, so you just make your progressive reads like this. I'm telling you, you will destroy your opponent with these plays. And look at R1 right there in the middle. Sometimes it's everything covered. You have a one-play touchdown with him up the middle way down the field. Now, for the halfback draw, I always like to ID the middle linebacker, that mic right there, okay? And then you can just motion this guy, or you don't have to, but you definitely want to make sure he gets, and he didn't even get picked up, wow. But we want to make sure that guy gets picked up, and we want to just run that straight up the gut and pick up yards. Out of all the run plays I'm going to show you, this is probably the least effective run play, but if you're passing real good, you will pick up a lot of yards with this play. So you want to mix this in there. You want to show your opponent a lot of different things so he has no idea what to look for, what to set his defense for, because you're doing so many different things, guys. Now, like I said, for this one, you will not get a lot of yards. Every once in a while, you'll break it out, but you just want to be patient. Wait till that middle opens up, and then just go straight for it. let's get into the breakdown of the last running play. Y cross, out route R1 to the left, and your reads on the left side are X, triangle, and R1. Okay, so of course you're going to be reading X first, then triangle, and then R1. X is going to be open towards that sideline. That is user territory. Again, be careful the way this play develops. And then you also do have that triangle receiver that's going to be open. And then lastly, you're going to have that R1 route coming over. And you can pick up a lot of yards with that. Just catch them off guard, make a move on them like, hit them with a little hezzy, and go on down the field, hitting up the next play. And lastly, you do have that R1. We had R1 in there twice. I don't know why. But anyway, the Y cross for the right side. All we're going to do is slant square. Make sure you have a good route runner there. Your reads are going to be R1 circle and square. Now, R1 is going to be open. If they're not playing a cover 2, sometimes you can get open, hit them with a move, pick up a lot of yards, or get smacked in the face like I did right there. And you also do have that square, that route right there. Now that circle route is open most of the time depending on what type of man defense they have. But if you have a good route runner here for square, you can always hit this and take this to the house. As I told you guys, there is one play touchdown potential in most of these plays. RPO zone peak, a really nice play. It is an RPO. I never pass it in this play. I always run it. And the way you run it is you just want to hold X. You want to hold X and just pick up a lot of yards. Now we will be motioning that guy just so they'll think that we're running that jet touch pass. And we're going to hold X and pick up yards, guys. And you just want to reach your blocks, get it up and into the outside. This is probably, besides the inside zone, this is probably the second best run and play in this scheme. By far. And I didn't hold it. Another great thing about this scheme, you guys that play with Lamar Jackson and all that, if you don't hold it and you can just read the defense, you can run with that quarterback, okay? Make sure you slide, because if you take a hit, that ball will be popping out. And right there, I didn't even get a chance to run with that quarterback. But let's motion this guy. It's a really great play. Let's hold it, read those blocks, and just pick up those yards, guys. They'll think you're passing it. If you did want to pass it, the only thing I would say is pass it to circle. You can usually hit circle like that, but I really never pass that. I don't try to hit that other route, that R1 route. I usually just hold the ball, hold that snap, and pick up those yards. Or I'll snap it and I'll act like I'm passing, and I'll just run with that quarterback. Just make sure you slide, guys. With Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, Sean Watson, you'll pick up a lot of yards, guys. The last play is the halfback slip screen. I decided to put this play in here because I have no schemes with the screen in it, but this is a decent screen play you can call to just catch your opponent off guard. And it does have, with that motioning receiver, he is open. Every once in a while you can hit him, that triangle route, and you can take it to the house. So utilize the scheme, guys, and score on your opponent and destroy them. Like I said, you can hit this triangle route. If you catch them off guard, they think you're going for that screen, and you can take this to the house. It's your boy Wayne6578. Yep, I'm outie. But I'll be back. Thanks for watching, guys. It's your boy Wayne6578. Subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to be notified and join the Team Smack'em Nation. Let's go.